Hey guys, it's Fida and today I've come up with a really delicious recipe. It's Gulab Jamun. So everyone knows about Gulab Jamun. It is a very famous Indian dessert. Today I'm going to be showing you the eggless method, which is almost same exact method in which you use eggs, but then a little bit different in which you avoid the eggs. This is very easy to make, but there are certain things which you should be careful of so that you will get perfect gulab jamuns. It's really delicious. I'm sure everyone will love it. So without any further ado, let's get on to making it. So first you have to start by making the sugar syrup, because the sugar syrup needs to cool a little bit before we add in the balls of gulab jamun, or else the shape of the gulab jamun will change and it's also going to be a little bit chewy. So let's start by making the sugar syrup. So here in a bowl I have added 2 cups of sugar, and into it I'm going to pour in 2.5 cups of water. And then on the heat, you should be putting it in low flame and dissolving the sugar, and then later you can increase the flame. So you need to keep mixing the sugar or else it will get stuck on the bottom and it will burn. Now the sugar has dissolved really well. Let's put it into medium flame. So now that it has started boiling, we're going to add in the rest of the flavors. I've put in a little bit of saffron. This is for giving it a nice yellow color, also for giving it a good flavor. Cardamom powder. A splash of lemon. This is for preventing it from crystallizing. Leave it like this for around 2 to 3 minutes until it's a little bit more of thickened. So now after 2 to 3 minutes, it's almost really thick. So now we can off the flame because it's going to get even more thicker after it's cooled down. So now let it sit like this until it's cooled down. And let's get on to making the gulab jamun balls. So next let's start by making the gulab jamun balls. For that, here I have 3 tablespoons of semolina, that is reva, and 2 tablespoons of normal water. So now I've poured the water into the semolina, and let's keep it like this for around 10 minutes until it's nicely soaked. So here I have 2 tablespoons of butter in this bowl, and I'm going to measure in 2 cups of milk powder. So now let's start by mixing this with the butter, and you need to make it into nice crumbs. So now that's done, let's put in the rest of the ingredients into this bowl. Now into this bowl we have to add in the rest of the ingredients. So I have 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom powder, the mixed semolina with water, and 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. I'm going to dump all of these ingredients into this. The same way, just mix it with your hand. So now this is mixed and it's in nice crumbs. So let's pour in the 6 tablespoons of milk. mix this until you get a nice and smooth dough. We're just adding 6 tablespoons for now. If we need more, we'll add. Into this I'm going to pour in around 1 tablespoon more of milk. And let's mix this once again. So now this is into a nice dough, and let's keep it covered for around 10 minutes and let it rest. Now after 10 minutes, open it up and you can start making balls. Take a small piece and roll it into a ball. When the first ball is ready, let's make balls of the rest of the dough also. Just rotate it with your hand, and then as you go, just release the pressure and make it into a good ball. That's done. Continue doing the same thing. So I've got around 40 balls here. I've made it really small, but if you make it a bit more bigger, maybe you'll get around 20 to 25 balls. So now I've kept the oil for heating, but you don't actually want it to boil. The oil shouldn't be really hot, or else as soon as we put it in, it's gonna get brown. We shouldn't want that. It should be like a very low temperature in which you can dip your hand. Just keep turning it and put it on very low flame so that all the sides get equally golden brown. So now as you can see, it's in this bright brown, like golden brown color, so we can take it off from the pan. You should not put it directly into the sugar syrup. You put it into the bowl first, and then you can put it into the syrup after like 5 to 6 minutes so that it just cools down a little bit, or else it's just gonna change shape and it will also become really chewy. So that's done. I'm gonna fry the rest of my gulab jamun in the same way, and after 5 minutes I'm gonna drop this gulab jamuns into the sugar syrup. So once it's cooled, I'm gonna drop in the gulab jamuns and just push them down so that they sink. After some time, when the gulab jamuns suck in all of the sugar syrup, it will sink automatically. So now our delicious gulab jamuns are ready. It's super delicious. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you liked it, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up down below. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Thanks once again, and bye bye.